Hey folks, this is Iliya with TWRAPS, and today I'll show you how to save hundreds of dollars on professional tinting by doing a do-it-yourself window tint on the Tesla Model 3. Now we have the Highland here, but it's the same on the previous generation Model 3. The differences are tiny, and it's the same principle on the Model Y as well. So before we begin, let me just speak a little bit about what you're getting. Other than the tint cutouts that are cut to fit perfectly and be easy to install, you're also getting a rubber squeegee and a plastic one. And you will need your own spray bottle that you want to fill up with liquid soap and water. I mix them in about 1:15 ratio, but you basically need this to be really soapy for this to work easily. Now, the first step of the installation would be to pop the window open, which I'll do using a plastic squeegee. You basically want to move this hinge here so the window pops open. And be very careful to not close the door once the window is open, because if you close it, it may break. It will scratch the trim here, so just be careful about that. Now, the next step would be to use my soapy solution to clean this. And if you want to avoid getting this wet, although nothing happens if you get it wet, you can put a trash bag, a plastic trash bag here. You can hold it with paper tape. It works great. But again, it's not much water. Nothing really happens. You can just wipe it after. Up to you. Now that this is clean, I will spray my tint. I put it on the trunk. I'll spray the tint on top. I'll lift it up, spray the adhesive side, and then I'll transfer it here. And notice that there will be the letters P and D indicating passenger and driver sides. Just before I put the tint, I'll spray again. And then let's apply the tint. Now I'll use my plastic squeegee to tuck it in here. And run your finger on top. You don't want to be picking on the tint. So if you are somewhere like here, you want to lower it a little bit. If you do end up post-install with the tint showing past the edge, you can use a utility knife or an X-Acto knife and just run it through the edge to trim it. Pretty easy. But if you position it properly now, you generally don't need this, because as you can see, we cut this in the right shape. Okay, now all that is left is to remove this water. I will spray the tint on top so that it's more slippery. And I will start here in the middle. Okay, now that initial part of the squeegeeing is done, I'll continue first with the felt side of the plastic squeegee to take out more water. And then, I don't know if that's visible on the video, but I get some fingers. Fingers are where when the film lifts up a little bit in like a thin, long line, kind of like a finger. And I'm getting a few of these here. That's quite normal. This is because of the curvature of the film. So now I'll use the plastic part of the squeegee to push them. And I might keep getting them for a little bit while the film is drying. You have a few options here if you want to take care of this right away. Just grab a heat gun or a hair dryer, warm it up a little bit, and that will do it. Or what I prefer to do, I think it's generally safer and easier, is that I'll just move on to the other side and when I'm done with the other, I'll come back to this and I'll push them. This will give it a little time to dry up and drain the water, so that the film can properly stick here. But as you can see, going with the plastic part of the squeegee repeatedly and applying a decent amount of pressure here, it takes care of them. I started with 3, I think, and actually right now I'm down to 1. So just push it. It will eventually stick even on these curves. But again, if you want to expedite this and don't want to wait, you can just use a heat gun or a hair dryer. It will do just fine. And that's pretty much it. The rear windows are the same. The door one is literally the same installation technique. And the small quarter panel, just spray the film, spray the window, apply squeegee, and you're done. And I think, yeah, all the fingers are done. Yeah, that's pretty much it. And this is a very easy and great way to save hundreds of dollars from going to the shop. You can just do it yourself at home. And again, if a finger pops up, just push it. Keep checking the installation for like an hour after the installation, so that if there are any issues like this, like the fingers, you can just push it. At some point, as I said, it will stick. It just needs to be drier. It also depends on the weather, by the way. Right now it's really cold. It's winter time here, and cold weather makes this more difficult. But even in winter time, you can see it didn't take that much effort to do this. And in summer, it's going to be a lot easier. When you're done, just wipe your surfaces so that they're clean. As you can see, it's back to normal. And don't forget to press the door open button to lower back your window before you can safely close the door. Thanks for watching.